Okay, my next guest on the air is by the name of Kavvy. I hope I pronounced your name right. How's it going?
It's awesome. Yes, Kavvy.
Kavvy. Okay, that's it's like one of those names that you can easily mispronounce, so I just wanted to make sure. But
Yeah.
thank you so much for taking the time and joining me for this interview. I truly appreciate it.
Well, thank you for the invite.
And
Mhm.
shout out to your agency, War Entertainment Agency. I have networked with them for many years, always professional, always first class. And when I need a guest on the show, I go to them, and they treat me very well. So I just want to say kudos to your agency.
Yes, we're in a really good family of management for sure. So it's a pleasure to be a part. Um, the same. I've only had a wonderful experience with them. Always professional. Always have my back. Which is extremely important in this industry.
So what's it like to have an agency like them to want to be a part of your career and help you, get some gigs and things like that?
Well, it's just it takes a lot of pressure off of my back of, especially now with the internet and social media, there's a lot of fake posers out there of wanting my time, people that have talent and doing things with their life. So we milk out like what is, the truth and what isn't and what's something serious that can help me with my career, so that I'm not wasting time and energy, on stuff that is just really posers, or
Yeah,
whatever. So it's good to have someone that helps me guide my career and help me stay on track and make sure that, it's all legit and professional and it's just not somebody making things up or whatever. So, yeah.
that is so true. It's just something that a lot of people have to keep an eye on, and I guess what leads people getting scammed or being stood up and things like that is that people don't do their research on people beforehand. And
You know what? Yeah, exactly. On the internet, people can be whoever they want, sitting behind a computer, and con artists are extremely good at their gift, of conning people, whether it's, I don't know what people's intentions are or whatever. So it's extremely important, no matter who you are. If you meet somebody off of, social media or on the internet and never met face to face, or have a professional or somebody that you trust introduce you to this person, you have to do your research. You do, for your sake and also for your children's sake and for your company's sake and overall. So I'm really blessed to have a management that, I trust, and I know that they can, keep me safe and on track and not wasting time.
very, very, and you definitely bring up a very good point. People can be who they want to be on the internet, and that is scary.
Hmm.
And and obviously it's just a matter. People want to use their gut, thinking that people can be trusted, and then they end up on the wrong end end up in bad circumstances, pretty much.
Yes,
So
yes.
it's just something people, keep an eye on a little bit more. But but when people want to be who they want to be, that could be very challenging at times. So I hear you are a IFBB pro figure athlete.
Yes,
Uh, so
sir.
so let's talk about this. What made you decide um, to get into IFBB?
Well, my background was I was a high fashion model and also a strength coach. So I had loved the modeling aspect, but I have more muscular fitness physique just based on my career and also my natural genetics. So just working with, before I turned pro, I was collegiate strength coach. Now I'm pro. But working with these collegiate athletes, I got this extremely awesome, strong frame, and I love like the pro fitness and bodybuilder women's physiques, the lean muscle mass. And, I just thought it was stunning. So I did it just for a personal goal for myself back in 2008, and I won the whole show, Miss Florida, and I was like, wow, this is something that I'm just naturally good at. I don't have to starve myself like I did in high fashion. My body likes to put on the muscle, and I loved the training, and I love clean eating, and that's really what made my physique. So I went to nationals after that, and I placed sixth in the nation, and I was very happy with that. And I decided to have a family, and I got pregnant with twins right after that competition. And ironically, 1 year after I delivered twins was my first show. So it was for a personal goal. I was like, okay, let me do this. Let me go compete and get my title back. And I did. And my coach was like, let's go for nationals again. And I was like, okay. So I did. I went to the team course up in New Jersey. And 16 months after twins, I won my pro card. I won the whole show. It was absolutely amazing. And it's a life moment that I will always treasure. And now with the IFBB title attached to my name, I just take that in a lot of pride and a lot of honor, and also a lot of humility of just, I have to represent these fantastic pros, that I compete with, and it's a lifestyle, so forth. So, yeah, I go for 5 years, and it's been an amazing experience.
So for people like myself that's not necessarily familiar with the IFBB competitions, exactly how do competitors like yourself, how does it work per se? Are y'all judged based on looks, or is it more than that?
Well, we have different categories, and IFBB is International Federation of Bodybuilding. The best way to describe it is Arnold Schwarzenegger League. So I am, professional, but I also get internationally, ranked, and I compete against, a Russian and, all types of different athletes. So what we do on stage, I'm in figure. So figure is, the best way to describe it is it's like a beauty pageant for fitness. We just go in a two-piece bikini, and we do 4 different poses. It's just like a circle, a quarter turn. So we have a side pose, a back pose, another side pose, and a front pose. And yes, your physique needs to be a certain percent body fat. They want a conditioned look. They want it proportioned. But they also want the right hairstyle for you. You also have to have the walk. You have to have the presence and the beauty as well. So that's as important as your physique. It really is. So it's kind of like the beauty pageant version.
Beauty pageant. Okay. I definitely see. That's a great analogy for sure. And I definitely am familiar with Arnold Schwarzenegger's background. And that's who he was before he became this mega superstar actor that he is today. So, and obviously, you definitely, for what you told me in this interview, you pretty damn good.
Thank you.
So you, I mean, it don't matter what you go through, having kids in between competitions. You win. You. I mean, I'm about to start calling you Wonder Woman or Superwoman or something. Because,
Oh, thank you. I wish I could be Linda Carter. It's a lifestyle. It really is, and I guess I'm grateful for it because I find a way to train for myself. Like, it's a priority. And since I have a pro card, I'm able to use that as my drive of, this is my job, so I have to go do it. But beforehand, this is something that I was like, this is going to be number one. I'm going to get my workouts in. My workouts are hardcore. Like I said before, I'm a strength coach, so I do a lot of track and plyometric workouts for myself, which really sheds the fat on anybody, when you're running hundreds every morning. And then, with the diet and the nutrition, which, we all want to eat healthy. So this is a great way to be held accountable for yourself to keep a healthy lifestyle.
definitely is important. Definitely is very key to go through something like that, and what you eat definitely is a big deal too. Um, I like to say that I'm doing a better job trying to be healthy, but I still got ways to go. And I will tell you this, since you have the background, you know what to eat, what not to eat. I've done a better job of limiting drinking soda. I'm drinking more water. I'm drinking like V8 drinks,
Hmm.
and things like that. So I'm doing good as far as the liquid side of things. It's just a matter of limiting the sweets a little bit more.
Hmm.
And and I played sports before, but I'm more of a radio guy these days. So, I guess I don't have to worry about looking, like Denzel Washington or something like that. But I mean, I wish I could be Denzel, but that's a whole nother story. But what advice can you give to a guy like me that's trying to avoid the temptation of the sweets and all this other food and drinks and things like that. Um, I like to say I'm going on the right direction, but I still got a lot of work to do, health wise. What would you advise to anyone that's trying to eat healthy but don't know where to start or how to start?
Well, most people react. I mean, most of the population wants to lose weight. So people, people do want to gain muscle and put on some weight. But the ones that want to lose the body fat and trim down, um, for me personally, and a lot of people that I've worked with and are around, once you put diet in your head or in your vocabulary, it seems to just be like this self-prison of like being obsessed with the foods that you're craving and like you want it even more. So what I try to tell people is to do a lifestyle and break it down to, for me, what really worked was a high, medium, and low carb day. So you're just thinking about 3 days. Don't even think about the month or the week or anything like that. So the first day you can have like a high carb day. So what I mean by that is for breakfast, you can have a carb, and for lunch you can have a carb. And a carb means like a half a cup or a cup of rice or pasta or whatever you want for, 2 pieces of bread for your sandwich, that amount of calories. And then at night you eat just vegetables and salad for your, for your carbs, and you can have the protein. And then a medium carb day, the next day, would be just for your breakfast, a carb. Or if you're more of like a night eater, then maybe for your lunch. You can have something to look forward to eat, for carb-wise, so you're not freaking out for the rest of the day that you can't have any. If you want to add a little sweet in there for your carb, go for it. That way you're not feeling like you're restricting yourself, and you're not going to be obsessing about it and craving it. So just go ahead and eat it. Don't eat other carbs, but eat that with some protein, and that would be it. And then for your third day, it would be a low-carb day, which is just pretty much vegetables all day. And you can have some fruit or something like that, and then vegetables. And that way you're not like feeling like you're dieting all the time. And then that one day of that low-carb day, if it's really difficult, just think tomorrow you can have a little bit of your sweet, because you're back to the high carb day. And so that's just something that seems to not be so overwhelming. And then from that base, each week you can do a little more strict, or, you work with what your honest feelings are and all that you're dealing with cravings and lifestyle and things like that. It's really important to just be honest with yourself or what you can do and what you can't do. Anyone can just tell you, yeah, I eat chicken and broccoli 4 times a day and go work out every day and you lose weight. Well, yeah, we all pretty much know that. It's being honest with, okay, well, I have to work 12 hours. I'm not able to really get a workout in, so, how can I fit some kind of exercise in? Or, I crave food much that just thinking about a diet is just overwhelming. I'm kind of setting myself up for failure. So, to break it down into like 3 days seems to be a good starting point.
Thank you so much for the the advice. I'm definitely going to keep that in mind. And you got to start somewhere. And you got to talk to someone who knows what they know. And definitely something a lot of people can keep in mind as well. Before I let you go, I got two more questions for you. Now, I scrolled through your Facebook fan page, and there's a video, and it's called NFL Championship Sunday. And
Yes.
I think Mira Hodge is on there, and he's wearing a
Mhm.
tie. I mean, do you have your own collection of ties? Is that what that?
Yes. And this will help you be able to remember my name better. It's called Caviar, so that kind of based on my name, but it's Caviar, Kavviar. I do have a website, caviar.com. And they have Swarovski crystals on these ties. They actually debuted in 2012 on ABC for the NBA championships. The bronze coach, Keith Askins, wore a bow tie. It was on Father's Day. It was really cool. I told all my fitness fans, watch ABC, the NBA is going to be wearing my ties, and they're all like, yeah, right. And sure enough, there's a lot of sparkle on the TV, and my phone just started ringing. So it's a lot of fun. Like I said, I'm a strength coach, so I'm able to be around professional athletes and so forth, and Merrill is a very dear friend of mine for many years and a colleague, and he's known for his ties. And we have fun two times for a tie, and I tell all my fans to watch ESPN that day, and there it is. So this last year he did it for the biggest weekend, the weekend before the Super Bowl, and yeah, the guys are talking about it on the video, and it's a lot of fun. So
That's definitely a big deal. I watch NFL. I watched ESPN religiously. And then when I saw that video and knowing I had an interview coming up, I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I didn't know she had her own tie collection, so I had to bring that up for sure. And my last question is for people that wants to learn more of your IFBB career and any other projects that you're working on, why don't you go ahead and promote your social media links? Where can people go check you out?
Yeah, I'm huge on LinkedIn because I am a professional athlete, but I'm more of an entrepreneur. I have 3 different companies, and now I also have a new app called Peepsy that is incredible. That's going to take over social media. And so you can find me Kavvy Sonhos, Kavvy, Sonhos, Sonhos. Big on Instagram and also have the Facebook, but you can just even type in Kavvy and you'll be able to find me. And the LinkedIn is really where I put a lot of my stuff that I'm pursuing and also my adventures that I have in the future, which are going to be a lot of fun. I have a lot of big things happening this year. So yeah. And when I say fun, I mean fun. I already have ties on TV, so I'm even stepping it up from there. It'll be fun.
It was so great to chat with you, and thank you so much for your time. I admire your energy and your laughter. And if you want to book this lovely lady to a photo shoot or IFBB competition, you can go to worldentertainmentagency.com and book her. Go email Troy or Craig, one of the two. They always respond quickly. That's good, real good. To book this lady, go and email them, and very professional, awesome people. Great having you on this evening. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Remember, your health is your wealth, and it's the best investment. So we all are on the equal plane of investing in our health. So I'll leave you with that. Thank you so much.
You have a good night and have a great weekend.
You too.
All right, bye-bye.